How's it going, you guys? I'm here to give my honest review on my Flashforge Creator 5 Pro right here. Um, as you can see right now, it's printing and everything. Uh, so I like this machine a lot. I waited to get this machine because I did the pre-order and everything on it. I have a Creator 5, or not the Creator 5, the Adventure 5 right here, the Pro model. And it's a single color filament printer. It's nice if you're only doing one color prints and all that all the time. I wanted to try doing multiple prints and everything, so that's why I waited and got this Creator 5 Pro, because I do print with ASA a lot and at G sometimes, and the heated chamber is actually really nice on this machine. I have only had maybe one or two failed prints due to bed adhesion with the ASA. That is my problem on that. I just had the wrong settings in there. I did have a couple failed prints due to settings once again. I was trying to print ASA with PET-G supports, just trying that out, see if it's even possible. When you print with PET-G as supports with ASA, I don't know what goes on, but the machine freaks out and just stops as soon as it gets to that layer height where the fans should kick on and all that for the PET-G. It doesn't like it, so tried it about 3 different ways, couldn't get it to work, so I just gave up on that. I'll try it again a different way here in a little bit, maybe, if I decide to try it again. The setup on this was super simple. There's plenty of videos out there how to set these machines up. I'm not going to go into depth and everything. I have printed with TPU 95A is what this is. I used PLA as my support material on it for this section here. As you can see, there's, let's see, focuses. It is really smooth in there. Pop right off the PLA, which made it super nice to do. Let's see. Did a couple of these frogs here, multicolor. I did 4 of them on the bed plate at once. It printed 4 of them in about 6.5 hours, which is really nice. All I had was the prime tower. I think it was less than 5 grams of filament, maybe 6 grams of filament in that prime tower. Now, you do have to keep the prime tower enabled on this machine, or it just freaks out again. I took the original settings on the prime tower and I lowered them to try to make the prime tower smaller, considering it's not actually switching filament in the nozzle, it's just priming it to make sure it's good to go. I found changing that prime tower and making it smaller and everything, it doesn't affect the print. I've tried it, the size it tells you originally, to changing it to a lower volume. It really doesn't affect the print a whole lot. I haven't had any mess ups on it. See, I printed this benchy. This is my first print with the machine. Once I got it all set up, print it really well. Once again, just the prime tower on it. I've done a flexi lizard on it. This one here, I used the app on my phone to print it. I will say that the app doesn't allow you to manipulate the colors on the print. So You can, if it's set up to do single colors in the slice or the actual print you're using, single color, it only prints in single color, unfortunately. I have made some of these out of ASA. They are little A-pillar mounts for my Chevy pickup. And this here, I print it on my Adventure 5 Pro. The bed plate itself is not big enough to print this, so I had to split it. With this new one being a bigger bed plate, I was able to print that same file in one solid piece, which is nice. This is actually a speaker ring for my brother's boat. That's a spacer for his speakers. And then I designed this speaker grill. And as you can see, super tight tolerances on it. This is printed out of ASA carbon fiber from Flashforge. Prints really well on this machine. I've had issues in the past printing on the Adventure 5M Pro with ASA warping when halfway through a print or whatever, just kind of messes it up. With the heated chamber on this new machine, I don't have any warping issues, which is a plus for sure. Other than that, the machine itself is super quiet. I did print the little purge bucket thing that goes on the side of the machine there. I printed that out of ASA as well, just because the heated chamber and all that. I did find that if you don't have that on there and you're purging when it's using the heated chamber, the vents on the side right there, the filament can get sucked up into the fan, and it just sucks against that vent right there. At first, I was like, I had no problem just reaching in there, pulling that piece out and everything. But then I realized that if I'm not in the room when that happens, it can mess up the machine. So that's why I printed the little container for it. I printed the cable strainer relief too as well. That was on, I believe it was on Maker's World, out of ASA, just because the heated chamber and all that won't warp. I have printed some other prints here and there with it. It does really well. I have had other, I've used other machines that create a lot of waste, like the Bamboo, the 85X from Flashforge, and the Elegoo machine. They're all multicolors, but they produce poop waste or whatever. This machine actually is the reason why I went to this machine. Is I don't like wasting filament, poop waste, and all that. With just the Prime Tower, I'm okay with. And honestly, it's a really good machine. Now, I know it took me a while to get my machine due to Flashforge having issues somewhere along the line there. At first, I was very upset. Like, they didn't give me any information on why there was a delay. But once I got my machine and all that, it was worth the wait, for sure. I haven't. I've been trying to print as much as possible. I probably have about 50 hours on this machine. I've had it for about a week and a half, just under a week and a half now. Um, it's a game changer when it comes to multicolor printing for sure. I wish it had a way to put a filament dryer box on it. There have been some people out there that have taken just standard dryer boxes and all that and adapted them to the machine with PP with the little tube Bowden tubes or whatever you want to call them. I haven't tried that yet. I don't want to buy that. Hopefully, Flashforge comes out with a new filament dryer for these machines of some kind. It would be really nice. There is a downside with the Pro and having the lid on it. It's changing out the filament. You have to squeeze the lever on the side of the tool head to cut the filament to get it out. I found that if I just open the door and slide the gantry back, I can reach my hand, my arm, and everything up, and then just cut it real fast and do it. I don't have to lift the lid of the machine, which makes that nice. It's super simple on that. Once again, there's plenty of videos out there on how to set this machine up, how to change out, how the filament change works, and all that. Um, it's just a really good machine. This is, like I said, this is my honest review. I'm a big supporter of this machine after having it a week and a half. Um, my coworkers, they all have bamboos, and they have all the latest and greatest bamboos out there, which they're nice. Don't get me wrong, but the waste is where it gets me on that. I don't want to waste. So that being said, if you are looking for a multicolor machine but don't want to waste material with the poop and all that, for the price point, the Creator 5 is honestly the best you could probably get. Uh, I have not personally seen the Snapmaker in action. I have seen the Prusa multi-tool machine in action. Really nice machine. This price point on that is just out of my ballpark. This here costs, with the early bird discount and everything, it was about $9.50 ish. That's with shipping and everything. Um, I just feel that it's a great machine, honestly. As you can see, it is moving this stand of mine right here. The stand shakes with the machine when it starts speeding up. I'm gonna fix that with some brackets and try to make it a little bit stiffer of a stand. The stand itself is kind of janky, but in all, it's a great machine. Um, if you have any questions, just comment them down below. I'll try to answer as best as I can. And have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for viewing this video.